Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. Oh, he shifts past him and dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Now we have Hyde still on the ground here. Staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Set! Green, 39!
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 77 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
319, 319. Detroit, Detroit.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Throwing on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out now come the Cardinals. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get them a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Set. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Set. Blue, line it.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now back to throw.
3-19.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Gone!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. Well, he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the Bills getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Detroit! Detroit!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
From the gun, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Allen going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. It doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green 39!
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He throws it and hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be, 38 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
All right, here we go.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
To throw on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go.
A handoff running left is Yeldon. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
All right, here we go.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Landed.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brandon Graham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. One final try here for Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Fights loose. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw here. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off.
Here we go.
The running back, because he's eager.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. And again, it's Allen. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
You